Today we're going to do a twist on cabbage rolls. We're going to call them fried tuna cabbage rolls. And let me tell you, I'm excited about giving this recipe a try. It needs a head of cabbage, some paprikas. The original recipe called for half of a green, a red, and a yellow bell pepper. Today I'm using green as I don't have the colors. Some yeast, 1/8 of a teaspoon of yeast. We got some cardamom, salt and pepper, a can of tuna, some turmeric. It says 3 medium potatoes, so I'm going to use these. I hope it tallies up. Some onions. Let me see if it says how much. No, it doesn't say how much. Gonna fly. Run on the fly. Some garlic cloves and some palm oil. So the first item I need to address is blanching the cabbage to get ready to make cabbage rolls with the leaves. In the batter mixture we have 2/3 of a cup of flour, 1/8 of a teaspoon of yeast, 1/4 of a teaspoon of cardamom, and 1 teaspoon of paprika, a little bit of pepper. This pepper's pretty strong, so I'm not going to put much in. Salt and pepper to taste. Salt and pepper. And we're going to mix this up really well. Add water slowly so as to get a thin-ish consistency to dip the cabbage rolls in. So I think I'm just playing that by ear. I've added basically a cup of water, filtered water, to this mixture, and I used spelt flour as my flour of choice. There we go. So now we have, imagine we're going to dip our cabbage rolls in there. Preheated my rock pan, and I'm just going to put just a little bit of oil in there. That's palm oil, to spread around in the pan. The rock pans say that you need to use oil with them, otherwise I wouldn't be, because I like to just saute without oil. But there we go. So here's the 3 cloves of garlic. And a cup of onions. And I'm going to put them on the pan or back on the stove and let them get translucent. And then I'm going to add the green peppers. Okay, the garlic and the onions are at a translucent state. Time to add the green onions. You might be wondering how I got this recipe. Well, it's like many other people. I'm surfing the web and I see this recipe and I just have to give it a try because, well, first and foremost, I never even thought about doing cabbage rolls any other way than the traditional with the meat and the tomato sauce and all that, and then baking it or pressure cooking it or whatever your choice is. back to the stove. I sauteed the green peppers with the onions and garlic. Everything is heated up. The peppers are starting to get tender. The beauty of using the Vidalia to prepare the mixture is great because it's virtually all the same size. It cooks quite evenly. So in a pan or a bowl, we're going to add our saute mixture. A can of tuna, which I have drained. I love tuna. I love tuna melts. Tuna, there's a tuna macaroni cheese casserole that I do that I really enjoy. Okay. Salt and pepper to taste. And you really want the pepper because the next spice that we're going to add is turmeric. And turmeric is only good or not so, let me repeat that. With turmeric, you want to have black pepper with it to get the active ingredient in it. And I don't remember that right now, but I will post it. We need a half a teaspoon of turmeric. 1/2 teaspoon of turmeric. And some olive oil. Calls for about a tablespoon of olive oil. And give it a stir. I know, it's interesting. I can't wait to try it. I don't know. I like new things. I like making things that I don't necessarily have to use beef, pork, or chicken with. We're supposed to have fish in our diet a few times a week, and sometimes it's hard to think of ways to put fish in your diet, so I just thought this might be interesting. Plus, I get to play around with different parts of my new toy, which is the Ninja Foodi. Time to add the mashed potatoes. It said 3, so I have a bowl here of mashed potatoes that I made with my Ninja. I'm just going to put about half of what I made in there and give it a stir. I actually decided to use my hands as it's much easier to get the mixture incorporated. Okay, so we take some mixture and put it in the cabbage roll. And we roll it over. And then we roll it forward. Ooh, I might have put too much, maybe not. Take some of the batter. Put it on top. Give it a roll. And now we have a cabbage roll. I'm going to put it over here and do that again. Let's try it with a softer leaf. One of the first ones I did. Here's a softer leaf. Okay, so I'm going to take out the spine, I guess you'd call it. Get some mixture. Roll it over, roll it over. Bring this, roll. Get some of the mixture, put it on top, and you have a cabbage roll. And just do that to all your rolls. My second attempt is going to be drying the cabbage rolls in the warm-up mode for the crisper. And then I'm going to dip them in batter, and then I'm going to use the crisper mode of the Foodi and see if I get a better result than the frying pan. So I'm taking them out of the crisper, putting them on a dry plate. That little bit of batter that you put on helps them to stay closed, which is a plus, drying them in the warm mode. I decided to spray the bottom of the pan. I'm going to put a cabbage roll in there. It's called Making a Mess. So I don't know if you want to make the batter as thin, because when it's thin it doesn't stay on. I can see it's moving around. Okay. Into and I'm going to spray these with canola spray and hope that that's enough to get some crispy action going on. I'm going to close the lid, turn on the power, go into crisper. I'm going to do 360 like I did with the French fries, and I'm going to do 15 minutes. Remember, you can open the lid at any time with the crisper and see how things are going. So it's not like the pressure cooking. When you go into pressure cooker mode, you cannot open the lid. That's the only time in the 3 functions that you can't open the lid. They come out so well. Oh my goodness. Oh, I lost some of my crumble there. So maybe spray the bottom a little bit more so it doesn't stick. Oh, these are so nice. These are the ones that I did in the rock pan with all that oil. And these are the ones that I did in the Ninja Foodi with a quick spray of canola oil. Greasy? Not so greasy. Which one would you like? I think that the Ninja just came out way out on top. I will. Once these cool, I'll do a taste test on these ones. Okay, Victor, would you like to be a taste guinea pig?
Yes.
Yes, he says. Okay, so I suggest you try these ones first. These are pan fried in the palm oil. So go ahead, pick one.
Very good.
So how does it stack up to, say, like a normal cabbage roll?
It stacks up. It's got good flavor. I still like the traditional cabbage rolls.
Well, see, that's what I want to hear.
But it's still really good. I wouldn't turn it down.
Okay, yeah. Have another bite when you get into the center where there's more of the mixture. Oh, you're hungry, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, try one of the other ones that are done. These ones are done with a lot less oil, like no oil virtually, in the Ninja Foodi, in the crisper aspect of it. Any difference?
You can taste the flavor more.
Really?
Yeah, because it's.
Because I haven't tasted these ones yet, so.
They're good. You can taste the tuna more.
Seriously?
Yeah, seriously.
So not only are they less fat, but there's more flavor.
Mm-hmm.
So now how does that stack up to your traditional cabbage roll?
I still like the traditional ones better, but.
But if I had called them something different and I wasn't stacking them up to a cabbage roll.
They'd be still great.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is that a do-over?
Yeah, it's a do-over. Definitely do again.
Do again?
Yeah.
And a success.
Yes, definitely.
Thank you for being a guinea pig.
You're welcome.